Hey guys, Deronda here with Foods 101. I have a request from my subscriber, Tim in California, on how to make cheeseburger sliders. So here we go, Tim. You're gonna need a 12-ounce package of Hawaiian rolls. Don't tear them apart. I'm gonna show you how to prepare it here in a little bit. 1 pound of ground round. This is 93% lean, 7% fat. You want that fat in there to give these cheese sliders their flavor. 2 cups of grated Colby Jack cheese, or you may use a cheddar cheese, your choice. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, dill pickles that I've sliced in half, 1 large garlic clove that I've minced, 1/2 cup of minced onions, and 1 10-ounce can of diced tomatoes with chili, or you just may use the diced tomatoes, 2 teaspoons of A1 sauce, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. For the top of these sliders, you're going to need 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 teaspoons of A1 sauce, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. With a serrated knife, you see those little teeth on the end? We're going to slice starting here in the middle. You may want to lay it down, slice all the way to the end. Be careful when you're using a knife. I'm adding onto a baking sheet that I've lined with parchment paper, or you may use tin foil. It'll make the process a lot easier to clean up. And then we're going to add half our cheese here to the bottom of our sliders. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This goes in that oven for 3 to 5 minutes until the cheese is melting. Using a sieve over a bowl, drain all the liquid off our chopped tomatoes. See all that liquid coming out? And we'll set this off to the side while I'll show you how to prepare the meat filling. In a 12-inch skillet over medium heat, add your ground beef along with your onions, your salt, and pepper. Cook while crumbling down the meat until the meat is no longer pink. This will take 3 to 4 minutes. Now, let's get our bread with that cheese out of the oven. And you see how it's kind of halfway melted. We're going to sit this off to the side. I'm going to turn off my timer, and I'm going to continue breaking down the meat while it cooks. Once you no longer see the pink on the meat, we're going to add those tomatoes along with the garlic, the Dijon mustard, and your A1 sauce. Now, if you want to substitute your A1 sauce with Worcestershire sauce, you may do that, and I probably really botched the name of that. And we're going to continue stirring until we can no longer see liquid in the bottom of the pan. Now, when you use a lean meat, you're not going to have to drain the liquid here from your ground beef. Get all of those flavors well incorporated. When you have a little liquid there in the bottom, you can continue cooking until it evaporates. It'll take 2 or 3 minutes. I've just been adding the meat to the top of those Hawaiian rolls until we get an even layer. You just want to work with it. Now that we've got our meat on top of that melted cheese, we're going to add another layer of cheese. Corner to corner, you get the picture. If you could be here and smell how fantastic these are. If you have any that drop down over the side, you can just go ahead and pick it up, put it on top again. Next, we're going to add that top part of our Hawaiian buns or rolls or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to make the glaze for the top. Add that butter that's stuck there on the bottom into a microwave proof bowl along with our brown sugar, A1 sauce, and the Dijon mustard. You can give it a lovely little stirring, kind of mix it up. And then this is off to the microwave on defrost until your butter has melted and your sauce is looking like this. And we're just going to spoon it over each of our Hawaiian rolls. These are going to be scrumptious. And remember, your oven is still preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. All your sauce, you're going to add it all at once. Let it ooze down the sides. That'll be fine. One ingredient I didn't show you at the beginning is I'm going to add a few little poppy seeds here to the top just to make it look festive. If you'd like to use sesame seeds, you may do that too. But I just like the look and the texture. It creates here on our cheeseburger sliders. These are off to that preheated oven on the middle rack for the next 20 to 25 minutes. Oh, look at all that beef and cheese on there. It's gonna be delicious. Use your timer and no peeking. Had my sliders out of the oven about 5 minutes ago. Before I serve them, I'm gonna take a knife and cut them in half. Ooh, just like that. And look at all that cheese. Oh my gosh, these are gonna be fabulous. They're going to continue cooling down before I serve them. And that way you can grab your slider without it being too messy on you. Let's let them cool down about 10 minutes and I'll be back to try them. I did not forget, oh my gosh, and look at that. I didn't forget the pickles. I just add them right here on, I guess I should say in the middle. The top is pretty well loaded with cheese. I'm gonna give them a try. What a fantastic cheeseburger slider. The meat, the cheese, just look at it. That pickle, nice, chilled, crisp. The top, you get a little sweetness, but that A1 sauce comes through and just really ties in well with your ground beef. You're not gonna be disappointed with these cheeseburger sliders. And look at the cheese on the inside. Fabulous. Gotta get my pickle back on there. And look how many it makes. Everyone's absolutely gonna love them. I'm Deronda with Foods 101. Give me thumbs up, leave me a comment, hit that notification bell to be the first to get my new YouTube food videos. Thanks a million for watching, you all. Stay safe, and I'll catch you lovely people later.